For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and today I am here back with yet another Spirit Halloween 2021 theme predictions video. So, if you are a subscriber to my channel and you have been for a while, you probably remember that 2 months ago, I did a video called Spirit Halloween 2021 Themes Revealed ? Discussing what I believe my predictions were for the 2021 Spirit Halloween season. Now, the support on that video was absolutely incredible, and it is still by far the most viewed, liked, and commented video on my channel, so I wanted to do another version of it, a more elaborate version, going more into details, because again, I was very shocked with the amount of support I got, and I really thank everyone who watched the video, gave it a like, and even took the time to put a comment. I really appreciate if you did it, and I definitely love my fans who wanted to do that. So today, I'm going to be doing yet another 2021 predictions video, but this time I'm going to be doing it more towards just 2021 predictions. Not even necessarily just the themes, but also predictions regarding the 2021 season and what Spirit could have planned for the upcoming Halloween season. So that's all the filling in you're going to need for this video. Again, one last thank you for all the support I got on the last one, and I hope you like this one as much, and maybe even more than that one. Anyway, let's get right into the theories, my predictions, and what I really believe will end up happening in 2021. So the first thing I want to talk about is the theory going around that only just sprouted up kind of in the Haunter Halloween, Spirit Halloween community, is the theory that one of the 2021 themes is a sawmill. So I originally saw this theory on the Spirit Halloween wiki, which definitely go check them out. They're awesome over there. Awesome bureaucrats, very nice people, and a ton of information. Definitely go check them out. I saw the theory starting to arise that a sawmill would be one of the themes for Spirit 2021, for the reason of, and by the way, all my predictions are going to go around this, and my theories around the hanging vampire new animatronic that got leaked yesterday, and I did a video on that. Definitely go check that out as well. So after people saw this brand new leaked animatronic of hanging vampire, but a changed name and new stock photos, he had a different background than the other 2020 animatronics. Now, this already started making people suspicious that somehow the background, that since it was different than the 2021, is that it would have a hint to what the 2021 themes would be. Now, this also led to the discussion of Haunter saying that the Hanging Lord Dakhanavar is actually a 2021 animatronic that should not have been published yet, and it was a mistake. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about the theory of a sawmill. Truthfully, I'm not a believer yet that the background of Hanging Lord Dakhanavar background is a hint to the 2021 themes. I know I'm going to probably get comments of this saying that how they did it a couple years ago and that it had something to do with the themes, especially when, like, the terror dog from Ghostbusters had the background of a doc, and then it was a doc that year, last year. I understand that, but I really don't believe that it has any hint to what the 2021 themes are, and I will tell you why. First of all, if you look at the background of this Hanging Lord Dakhanavar, you're going to see it's very generic looking, even though it's different than the House Facade set that they had for 2020. It is kind of very, very kind of generic and something that they could have easily put together without thinking of it. It kind of just does look like a generic Halloween set. For example, it just looks like he's hanging down in a broken down building. So unless the theme is a broken down building, which is very generic and not an interesting idea, I really don't believe it has anything to do with it. Going back to the sawmill theory, that's why this sawmill idea started to spread, was because people said maybe it's a sawmill that he's hanging in, and that's why it's all broken down, is it's a sawmill, so it's a hint. I don't see anything that would sway me in the direction of it going to a sawmill. It doesn't stand out to me as, wow, that's definitely a sawmill. When I saw it, I just thought it's a broken down building, very generic, something for them to take the photo in, and I definitely don't think it has anything to do with a sawmill, even though I could see where you're getting that from, how I guess you can connect it to a sawmill. So no, I don't believe a sawmill is a theme. If it is, maybe that would be interesting. It would depend on how it was, how Spirit designed a sawmill. Maybe could be interesting. I don't know how I would feel about clowns being in it, but again, it would still be an interesting design. But no, I don't believe it. Spirit isn't into doing ideas that have something to do with scary or Halloween idea. A sawmill is generic, doesn't have anything to do with Halloween, so I really don't see Spirit doing it. Again, it's possible, definitely a possibility that the background does have a hint to some degree of what the theme is. Maybe it is a sawmill, maybe it's not. I don't know, but that is all I'm going to talk about on that sawmill theory. So, let's talk about the next theory from the Spirit Halloween community. So the second theory that I've really been seeing, probably more than the sawmill, spreading around in the Haunter Spirit Halloween community, whatever you want to call it, the community with all the haunters, one of the things I've seen the most is another house, house theory. Now again, this ties back to the thing I just said on how the background is a broken down building. People have been saying it's a house, it's a broken down house. I can really shoot this theory down because there was a house in 2018. Everyone keeps forgetting almost that there was a house in 2018, and Spirit doesn't like doing the same kind of idea, and they're definitely not going to do it if it was 3 years ago, which it would have been in 2021. So I really don't believe there's another house theme. This was even an idea from this year. If you go back to my predictions, when I was actually discussing what 2020 themes could be, one of my things was, again, people were saying it was a house because of the background. It didn't end up being a house, obviously. It ended up being the islands in the village with the cave. And everyone believed that the background had something to do with that. That, again, ties back to how the background has hints to things. This year, the background didn't have any connection or hint to what the themes were. You could have never guessed from the background that it was an island or the village and the cave because the background was a broken down house, so it didn't have anything to do with it. Again, people are saying that this hanging Lord Dakhanavar background looks like a broken down building, which it does. I said that. It looks like a broken down house, but I don't believe it has a hint to 2021, and I don't think another house could be happening. Just talking about the design of the background of the hanging Lord Dakhanavar, it's an interesting design. Again, it just looks like a broken down building. The outside of it is probably the most interesting thing to me, at least, is that the background actually looks like where you can see through the roof and walls where it's broken down. It actually looks like it's outside with trees and a sky. That was the most interesting thing to me, at least. I know one of my subscribers actually commented saying that it could be a mountain theme. That would be an interesting idea because Spirit has never done anything like that. You could say a forest would be similar to a mountain, which is kind of what they did this year with the island kind of being like a jungle. But I still believe a mountain would be really cool. And maybe you could say the outside of Hanging Lord Dakhanavar's kind of broken down building is a mountain, and maybe it is a hint. Again, I don't believe it yet. Maybe if I get more convinced, maybe that it has some sort of connection. But a mountain would be a really cool idea, and I would love to see it. It would be interesting, again, how they could design a mountain. Maybe you could build a cardboard mountain peak where animatronics were actually taller than you were. That would be an interesting idea. I don't know how exactly that would work, how they would be able to put it together. But nonetheless, it would be an interesting design and theme that I would love to see a Spirit Mountain theme. One of my things I talked about in my Spirit 2020, my first theme predictions for 2021 was a Spirit Resorts. A Spirit Resorts kind of could be on a Spirit Mountain if you want to connect those. And again, a mountain would be cool with a resorts on top of it. Could be an interesting idea that they would do. The only reason why I would say a resorts maybe couldn't be the theme is that it's not super Halloween-esque, not Halloween related. So maybe Spirit wouldn't actually want to do it. But again, you never know. You never know what they could pull. They could pull anything. And they have done awesome themes always. So it always ends up being a cool thing, even if it's not something you could predict. But that is all I'm going to talk about on themes theories, on what people think the themes could be and how it's connected to the background. Now I'm going to go into more depth into the hanging vampire being 2021 or 2019. So let's talk about it. other thing, which is actually the biggest thing being talked about in the Halloween community right now, is how, like I mentioned shortly in the beginning, is that Hanging Vampire or Hanging Lord Dakhanavar is actually a 2021 animatronic that is going to be in stores for 2021, but it is not, like, supposed to be up yet. It was a mistake. I can kind of also shoot this down because if you go check out his listing, which is also, it just says sold out right now, as with all animatronics that got leaked. If you go to his listing, it actually says online only. So obviously they already put in the code for it to say online only if it's on the page. Again, you can go to the Spirit Halloween wiki and click on the official listing link, which will bring you to it. And then it does say sold out because it's not fully published yet, but it says online only. So this item is not going to be 2021 if it says online only. It wouldn't say that if it was going to be in stores and it was a mistake. Maybe the animatronic comes out at some point soon. I hope he does drop soon because I want to buy him instantly. Like I mentioned in my reaction to him, I absolutely love him and I can't wait to buy him. So I hope he does drop soon, but I don't think he's going to be in stores for 2021, saying how it says online only. That being said though, it is possible he will be in stores, but he's not going to release in 2021. Again, if it says online only, he's going to release within the next couple weeks probably, or maybe within the next couple months. Maybe he releases in like August or something, or maybe for Christmas as like a surprise. I don't know. But if it says online only, he'll probably release around within the next couple months, and then maybe they'll bring him in stores for 2021 too. I'd love to see him in person, in a display, in a ISC theme. I would love to see that, so I hope they do get to put him in stores for 2021. But again, that I don't know, and I just hope they do it. That's all the talking about of Hanging Lord Dakhanavar being 2021 and 2019 that I'm going to talk about today. And the next thing is going to be the last topic I'm going to talk about in this video, and we're going to be talking about how the storyline could connect to what the themes are for 2021. So the last topic I'm going to be talking about is a lot of people have been debating how the storyline that has been kind of going along theme so far, how it'll connect to 2021. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, I go more in depth in this in my last predictions video on how the storyline works. Basically, a simple version is the SS Riptide from 2019 got fixed up by the animatronics, and then they drove home to the Reaper's Island, which is Jax and the animatronics' home. That's a simple version of how the storyline has been going so far in Spirit Halloween. Now, a debate has been, what's the next plot in this big, elaborate theme storyline? And I don't know. I've been really thinking about how they could write this next plot for the themes, and I really don't have any ideas for you yet. My last theme predictions, I went over theme ideas that I thought would be cool, but I wasn't taking into account what would be a storyline, what could be next in the plot. And again, I have been thinking about it, and I haven't come up with anything that the animatronics could go to after Reaper's Island. I have no idea yet how it could connect in the storyline, but I'm excited to see what Spirit ends up coming up with and how it connects in this big story, in this big kind of plot. I'm excited to see how it connects, and I definitely can't wait for Spirit Halloween 2021. That's going to wrap up this second part video of my 2021 Spirit Halloween predictions. Not even only themes, but just predictions of the entire year. So let's cut to the outro. So it's going to wrap up my short little video. Actually, I don't know if it's short. Actually, I think it might have ended up coming out kind of long because I did talk extensively about these topics, kind of talking about Spirit Halloween 2021 theme predictions. Let me know in a writing comment down below. Do you have any ideas to what the themes will end up being? Do you have any ideas to elaborate on my thoughts, my ideas about what Spirit could be planning? Do not. Let me know in writing a comment down below. Again, even though the Halloween season is over, I plan to do Halloween videos throughout the entire year. I understand I'm a haunter myself. I love watching other Halloween creators, and I definitely wouldn't love if they went away in the off season. So I will be uploading videos throughout the rest of this spooky year. Even though it's Christmas, Halloween lives forever in my heart, and it definitely lives forever on the GMHaunts YouTube channel. As always, remember, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more spooky videos. Goodbye.